It's Miku time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number EX24. It's Snow Miku in the Snowbell version. Basically, Miku 2015 in the, let's call it winter edition. I mean, they do one every year. I got the one from last year, and this one was not a one that showed up at the Ami pre-owned section. Another classic that looks very, very nice, very cute, so I want to have a look at it, and let's do it together. So yeah, this is the other classic case of, I'm just gonna buy this one Miku, and I have like 4. Stop me if you heard that one before. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna have a look at the size. She stands at about 13 centimeters, little over 5 inches tall to the top of her head. And yes, I mean, I like the Mikus. The designs are really cool, they're very creative, and Figma is really pushing for that. Anyway, look at this face. Look at this face. My camera would focus. Thank you very much. Have really a doll face going on. She has like a, I thought it was stars, but it looks like more like shamrocks or whatever in her eyes. It has a lot of stuff going on, and she has the one tooth. Looks kind of bunny-ish. I mean, it's supposed to be teeth, but it looks like one tooth. And even like a little bit of red cheeks. And then we go to the hair. You got the snowflakes, a golden line that goes all throughout the thing. It looks very festive, and I think the theme for this one is plants, because we have whatever the hell this is in the hair. I mean, it looks like plants, but I don't really know which plant. If you know, let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm not the most floral guy. And then we go down to the hair, which is a little bit see-through at the tips. She has really big hair in this one. I mean, her strains, her ponytails, whatever you want to call it, will change from time to time, but this one is a big one, with still some very nice and detailed snowflakes in it. And as you can tell, it is a little bit see-through, especially at the tips. As you go higher, it just goes into a metallic, bluish tone, and I dig that. I really like the colors of it, even though it has not really that much colors, but like I'm saying, it's very festive. I guess this is supposed to be cherries and more snowflakes with the golden line around it, and the rest of it, of the dress, is white. We have some more detail under there. Probably gonna take that off as we go on. But yeah, very festive, very traditional, with red, green, blue, and gold, and obviously white. I mean, it's Snow Miku, so you gotta have white for your snowy days. And even the detail in the boots, I like this one. Like, again, looks very Christmassy and festive. And pantsu time, obviously. We gotta have that. Yes, the pantsu. But there's also some more detail of her outfit under it, because you can move the dress a little bit around. We can pull that down, so you get to see more of her torso. But again, it is really just a traditional Japanese outfit, and I dig that. I'm a big fan of the Japanese culture, and I think this looks good overall. Time for the articulation. I'm gonna start off with the hair. You have ball joints in it, and the flower piece is completely soft plastic. It will bend out of the way. There's nothing that hinders it, and I just wanted to showcase that. Look at that. Just goes with it, goes up, and really soft plastic, so that's great stuff. Then we got the hat. It is on a ball hinge. Figma classic, goes back and forth. Does tilt to the sides a little bit, and it does go all the way around. Now we get to the shoulders, and I wanted to keep this on. This might be a little bit restrictive. I mean, it's restrictive to show you everything, but I wanted to show you that it's not restrictive in the articulation, because we have the double ball combination as usual. One little ball in the chest and the other one on the shoulder. That sounds kind of weird, but anyway, see, it goes up very nicely, and you can rotate it around in there on the ball that's in the chest area. It's really stuck though, but yeah, you have some rotation in it, and obviously you can move it around on the ball itself. There's no bicep swivel in the in this part of the costume, but we have a simple hinge in the elbow and another ball hinge in the hand. You can rotate it around, and you can bring it back and forth. Standard stuff. Now for your torso articulation, the upper part does nothing. I mean, really, it's basically a swivel, and it doesn't even go around all the way. Just get it a little bit to the side, but yeah, we're not really getting anything out of that piece. Just a little bit of wiggle motion, but it is there. Now, however, the crotch piece is a lot better. So let's see, you can bring that back, forth, does go side to side and all the way around. So that's pretty great. And if you're wondering, yes, the dress is really weirdly connected. You have a ball hinge with 2 pegs. It doesn't really do anything. Doesn't accomplish anything. Goes in the back over there, and it looks wonky in there, but you're not supposed to see that. But yeah, basically that's what it does. It gets some wiggle motion, but you know, it doesn't really have the room, I guess, to do much more than that. It's fine. The main thing is that it doesn't get in the way, except for the leg articulation, obviously. This is hard plastic. This is not soft at all. So as a result, obviously, the legs get completely blocked by it. You have the ball joints in there, so you have some rotation on the ball itself. But yeah, articulation itself of the legs is not really possible due to the design of the figure. You got simple knee joint. You can tuck that in there though. You can get her leg up. Simple ball hinge in the knee and another ball hinge for the foot. Goes forward, back. Has a little bit of a brighter color than the boot, which is a bit disappointing. Not a big deal though. And it does rotate on the top part, but does it also rotate at the lower part? Yes, it does. So you have a little bit of an ankle rocker. Not too much, but it works. As for the accessories, we got a bunch of cool, unique stuff that you can even combine with other Figmas. And that's always like a thing with Figma. I see so many people who do head swaps and stuff. And as this disconnects, yeah, I didn't have that in there right. But you got a leaf to kind of carry around sort of as an umbrella. Has some shading in it. It is nicely molded, looks very cool, and there is the peg to hold on to it. You know what? I'm not going to try to get that back in. Otherwise, I might break it off. Reminds me of those enemies in Persona, Koropuk, those little traditional familiars or whatever. But hands, we got 2 fist hands, 2 holding hands, and more holding hands, a little bit more of an angle, and just open hands. Then we got this musical note, which has some gold on the tip and looks like a plant on the bottom. Again, very nice touch, very unique, and I love it. That's the stuff you got figures for. Seeing something that you don't really get every day. And then we got the 2 faces, the 1 smiley face and the 1 winky face. Very nicely done. And we have a little bunny rabbit friend, which apparently comes with every Snow Miku. You got one just standing there, and he does actually stand on his own. And then you got the other one with, once again, a plant, a flower, descending from the heavens. And you got a little base for this guy. And little means literally. It's just this small, very small thing to hold on to him. Which, it's cool, but at the same way, I would have liked to have one that's a little bit longer, so the little guy doesn't get lost on the ground. But anyway, I mean, it's cool that you're getting a base anyway. He does have a swivel in his head. That's all his articulation, and obviously, because you have to take the head off to put it on a different body, and for the rest of it, you got the Figma back and the Figma base, which is somewhere around here. There it is. No, that's the bunny. Anyway, you know the bases. Let's move on to the final thoughts. So yeah, final thoughts for this Snow Miku. I mean, I don't really need to beat around the bush with this one. Yes. I like this one. I love this one. I love the design. I love all the small little detail. The flower theme is really nice. It is simple at parts, but like really, there's some small details I really got to appreciate, which I didn't even have a look at. But she has like a leaf on the microphone, and it's painted brown. So it looks kind of like it's made out of wood. All the snowflakes and the shiny red on all the ribbons and whatever else is going on. The lines in the gold are really cleanly painted, and just overall the design is cool. And there's some more light blue. All this, like this, honestly, so much stuff. I feel like I skipped through a little bit too much, so that's why I wanted to have a final overlook of the figure. There's a lot going on for such a simple design. I mean, at first, like I'm saying, it looks simple, but then there's all of this small stuff going on, and you really get to appreciate it. So yes, this is a very, very nice looking Snow Miku. So you gotta get this one, guys. If you like Miku, and if you like these very nice designs, especially for the holidays coming up. I mean, it's what, like almost mid-November, so, well, early November. Regardless of that, this Snow Miku's great, and I honestly, I'm all in. I want more. I want more Snow Mikus, because I've looked at some of them and they look very cool, and you know, this one was one of them, and I do not regret it. So that's gonna do it. Recommend it 100%. It looks very nice, looks very clean, and there's not a single damn thing I can say about this figure that would be bad, because there's nothing bad. Well, maybe you could use more faces, but regardless of that, the figure on itself looks very nice, has good accessories, and that's gonna do it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Snow Miku wants.